Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. A lot of students in the country aspire for this examination. This examination, a student has to go through different stages. The first stage being prelims, second mains, and third personality test. So this is a long journey of 1 year student has to go through. If we go by the numbers, there are 10 lakh students who appear for the examination, or specifically who fill up the form. And if we go down to the numbers, it's 1000 towards the end who make it to the final list. So student has to face a lot of challenges, issues while preparing for this examination. So today, fortunately, we have with us a VISION IAS expert who are going to tell us what problems student faces in this examination journey and how to overcome these problems. So very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Can you discuss more about the problems the student faces in this journey?
You very rightly pointed out that how this is such a big deal, UPSC exam, how it is a very, very difficult exam. And of course, because the journey is very long, there are a number of challenges which students face, right? From how to manage their time, and there is a whole lot of material available, how to prioritize which material to study, and of course, at a lot of stages, it can be very demotivating also. Sheer drudgery of the exam, I would use the word as such. So there is a mixture of all these things which I think all aspirants struggle with.
Okay, students must be able to relate with problems you have told. Specifically, if I talk about the recent problems which I have been coming across with the students, the one major problem is, what if I have failed in prelims examination? What next thing to do? Usually students face this issue. They don't know whether they have to again start preparing for prelims or they need to prepare for mains. So what exactly should be the strategy for a student at this stage?
This is definitely one very major problem, especially when an aspirant has prepared everything once, he has read everything. He is in that dilemma that now what? I prepared, I didn't clear. So, prelims as such, I think, is a very scary stage of the exam. And students sometimes feel you should be preparing for prelims again, but the problem is that there is no scope of mains preparation after the prelims exam. If you write prelims and clear prelims, that is no stage where you can do any major improvement in your mains exam. So it is only after the prelims exam, you might clear it or you might not clear it, but mains preparation you have to do. It takes a lot of time. It takes a good amount of energy and activity at your end. So the strategy for those people who have not cleared prelims and have prepared once has to be to focus on the mains exam. And exactly to cater to such people, we are bringing in the Daksha Mains Mentoring Programme for aspirants who will be writing for 2024.
Thank you, ma'am. It sounds interesting. So, a lot of buzz around this word mentoring or a mentor. So, what exactly is the role of a mentor or a mentoring process in a whole preparation journey of a student of UPSC?
Yes, a lot of people are talking about mentoring. So, let me just talk about this in the most simple words. See, everybody has access to resources, like I said. You have the resources, you have the time. Now you just need somebody to drive you with all of that in the right direction. Mentoring is that personalized guidance which will help every aspirant with their unique skills, with their unique abilities to achieve their goal of clearing these exams. So the word personalized guidance is what summarizes mentoring.
Great, ma'am. Students actually got to know what exactly is mentoring. So, what exactly are the features of this Daksha Mains Mentoring Program 2024?
Okay. So, like I told you, we are targeting people who will be writing mains in 2024. And this program we have designed specifically for the mains. Mains is something which is actually going to get you your place in that list. So, this is a 5-month program in which we provide dedicated, targeted mentoring. We are going to provide regular group sessions, and this is a strategy built program for enrichment of the content which a student has in his basic foundational preparation.
Thank you, ma'am. So, what exactly will be the role of a mentor, or how a mentor will help students in this Daksha Mains Mentoring Program?
See, again, mentor is the personal guide, and this program is to make a strategy for your mains preparation. How that is going to be integrated is that we are going to be assigning a dedicated mentor to all the aspirants who enroll in this program. This mentor will take them through this journey of 5 months, in which where we are going to talk about answer writing, we are going to talk about different subjects. We are going to have a group of students who will interact to make or achieve learning outcomes, which finally results in more marks in the mains exam.
Okay, so you talked about sessions. So, what exactly will be the nature of these sessions?
Okay, so yes, so what we are going to do is we are going to design a plan for 5 months, which will include a number of sessions which our mentor will be taking with a group. These sessions, we are going to start with the most basic level. We are going to talk in general about the mains exam. What are the things which you need to understand the demand of the exam, to understand the demand of the questions, what are the requisite skills here, and then we will take the student towards individual subjects. Like every subject will require a different approach. So these sessions are not exactly like classes. Okay. Classes or the foundational work is something which the student has already done. Okay, he has the content. Here we are just helping him to become smart about using that content in the right context of the exam.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with the provisions or the features of this program. So, does a student will get any kind of study materials in this program?
Study material again, like I've told you, we are looking at aspirants who've done their groundwork. So they have the study material. It's just that they need to learn how to use it. Okay, so we will have a student portal available for the students. On that, we will be giving some value addition material, something extra from the basic static work which they have already done. And along with that, the goal of the session is to discuss an elaborate strategy document which has been prepared by the VISION IAS research team. That we are going to be sharing with the students after the session.
Okay, this document seems very promising, right? So, you talked about sessions will be conducted in group mode. So, what exactly will be the nature of sessions? Students will get individual sessions, or the sessions will be conducted in groups?
No, it is going to be a group session, right? Like this document I am telling you about, the strategy document. This is what is going to be discussed in that session. Okay, this will be discussed with a group of students together. And the document here is going to be helpful for students to identify the different themes which are important for a particular subject. We are going to be highlighting the previous year questions in this particular session, and along with that, a very important essence which we've added here is the toppers copies. So we have copies of toppers whose marks now we know how well they have scored. So in a way, we know what is the trend of the exam. We know what has worked in this particular exam. So we are going to be using that, so that those are the tricks which the students can replicate. And because they are in a group, you can talk about this being an experience of shared learning. Because in UPSC preparation, finding the right kind of peer group is always challenging. And here, because we have a mentor, this group interaction is going to be monitored. And people will be able to relate with their peers. They will be able to understand what kind of challenges others are facing, and at the same time they will also be able to learn, right? Like in general, we talk about the best practices. So something which another person is doing, that they can relate with their own problems, with their own experiences.
This document sounds very interesting, and again, thanks for giving students benefits of peer learning. So, let's say a student has attended these sessions. So, what about how a student can access his or her performance after attending these sessions? Is there any provision in the mentoring program for accessing one's performances after these sessions?
Yes, this is very, very vital, right? If you keep learning and you're not checking how you are performing, then it will really, again, be, you can say, directionless in that sense. So, we have a very detailed plan for that. We're going to start with a baseline analysis test. So, all the students, they're going to come in with different levels of preparation. So, first step is going to be evaluating that, right? So, after that test, what we do is we give them live practice and demonstration sessions where, along with the presence of the mentor, in these sessions they will be made to write certain answers. Okay, and then of course a discussion on those questions will again help them understand where they are going wrong or where they are going right. Right. After this, what we do is that whatever subject, like we are going to be talking about different subjects here, and for each subject we are going to be giving them a short test. So it's going to be like a 1 hour test, and we are calling these tests the Daksha Mains practice tests.
Okay, thanks, ma'am, for highlighting us the features of this Daksha Mains practice test. Definitely, this will help student to assess the performance after these tests. So let's say if a student wants to know what would be the syllabus, what would be the difficulty level, and let's say how many tests will be given to a student after these sessions.
Okay. So we are looking at 19 of these DMPTs or these practice tests. Like I told you, they're going to be 1 hour tests, so short tests. And the syllabus is going to be exactly what UPSC dictates. Okay, so based on the UPSC main syllabus for that particular subject, that is going to be the subject of this practice test. We release this test right after the session has been taken.
Okay. So can a student write these tests only at the test centers, or will this test be available to students only in online mode?
So we have both, right? This program provides the students with that flexibility. They can go to our test centers to write these tests. They can also write this on their student portal. So on the student portal, we have the tests available, and the student can write this test, then scan it and upload their copies on the portal, which are going to be evaluated by a team of experts.
Okay. So you talked about tests which are going to be subject specific. So will there be full length tests as well available in these mentoring programs?
So, we are talking here about outcome based learning, right? We want to talk about a situation where there could be some concrete results, and that is definitely going to come through the full length test. So, what we do is after we go through these, I told you, starting May, we are going to do a baseline analysis test that the mentor will be evaluating. So for that, there is going to be a detailed discussion with the mentor. After that, we go to the next level, which is the DMPT, which are expert evaluators, those who are evaluating all the VISION IAS copies. They are going to be checking, and in the end, we have a final, what you are calling a full length test for all the subjects. So there's going to be a general studies paper 1 test, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, the complete syllabus, and we also have one of essay. Essay is also a prominent part of this program. We are going to have sessions for essay, and the essay tests also, which are going to be there. They are going to be 1.5 hours, and finally when we come to the full length test, they are going to be 3 hours exactly on the UPSC pattern.
Definitely, these tests will help students to access the performance at different stages, right? So, can you tell me how exactly is this test different from the All India test series the student gets?
This is actually very pertinent because there are different modules which Vision keeps innovating and releasing, and I'm sure students would like to know how this is supposed to go about. See, All India Test Series is a program of mains test which people all over the country, all at all India level, they are writing these tests. This program, you can say, in a way, can be complementary to those tests. Those tests are going to be 3 hours test with syllabus as listed in different portions. Maybe one subject is divided into multiple tests and things like that. But in the Daksh program, this is not just for testing. This is a guided mentoring program. You have the scope of writing a test after you have learned something in that specific session. And then, after writing the test, after your test has been evaluated, you have the option of going back to your mentor to discuss what has happened, right? But these will definitely be shorter 1 hour duration tests.
Thank you, ma'am. So for clearly distinguishing between how a DEX test series is different from ordinary test series and how they complement each other. Another problem which student usually faces in the preparation journey is regarding optional. So does this program have any feature which cater to the problem of optionals?
See, when we talk about personalized mentoring, one sense is going to be that everybody's problems are going to be different, right? And these problems could be academic or non-academic. So we are catering to all of those problems. In this particular sense of the academic nature of the optional exam, so what a student can do if he thinks he needs help is he can request his mentor for an appointment, and based on the availability for a particular optional, right? Like we have mentors for all the main optionals which are there. So based on their availability, we can fix an appointment with an expert of that particular option.
Okay. So as we discussed earlier, this examination requires a lot of dedication, discipline, right? You talked to us about sessions, where again sessions will be conducted in a group mode. A student in his or her journey faces a lot of problem which is personal sometimes in nature. Sometimes he lacks motivation. So do we have any kind of support in this program for the students who lacks motivation or who need some additional support in the whole journey?
Like I just mentioned, the non-academic kind of problems which are huge in UPSC, right? Right from time management to sleep management to, I don't know, all other kind of situations which can possibly hit you in this long journey. So definitely that is one job which your mentor is going to be doing. That motivation and giving you that extra nudge which you need to clear the exam, that would be there. And for that, we provide a lot of flexibility in how the student can approach his mentor, right? Like I told you, we will be sharing the email ID, we will be sharing the phone number, then there is Telegram, and if the aspirant is in Delhi or wherever he wants to visit, he can take an appointment with his mentor and come and meet in person also. So whatever works best for him, and of course, telephonic, yes, I think I mentioned that. So whatever works for the aspirant, he can use that for whatever kind of issues he has, academic, motivational, non-academic, or anything else.
Thank you, ma'am, for explaining to us in detail about the features of this Daksha Mentoring Program. It sounds very promising to the students who are preparing for mains in 2024. Let's say if I ask you to just briefly summarize in 1 or 2 lines so that a last few lines for the students who are going to join this program.
First of all, anybody who has done his groundwork and is now ready to enrich his preparation, acquire skills, and get more marks in mains, this program is for you. We are giving you everything here. We have the mentoring. You have a guided mentor here, who is going to help you plan your preparation in the right way. The preparation is targeted. It is outcome oriented. We are going to cover the all aspects of mains exam in 5 months with proper testing and evaluation at different stages. So find out more about this from Paratosh sir as to how you can join it and be a part of this program.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So students, Today we have had a very beautiful conversation. Initially, we discussed about problems or challenges which a student faces in his or her preparation journey. Ma'am, during the conversation, discussed those problems. And one of the problems which majorly came out was preparing for mains examination. And one solution which came out was Daksha Mains Mentoring Programme. So this program with its features along with sessions, tests and full length tests will help you holistically prepare for mains examination. To get to know more about this program, you can visit our website or you can call at student care number. If you want to discuss the program in person with a mentor or a counselor, you can go to any of our centers. I hope after this session, you will have a clarity on how to prepare for mains examinations, and I hope you all will take benefit of this program. Thank you and good luck.